I do a lot of thinking, maybe a little bit more than I should. Because sometimes I think so much that at the end of the day, I'm just like freaking exhausted or drained just because of my own thinking. So chances are I need to adjust my thinking perhaps a little bit, because maybe I'm having too many thoughts that are more like draining, that are causing stress, worries, anxieties out of nothing, right? Totally out of nothing. And I was more thinking like, okay, so right now maybe I'm at a place where I don't really want to be. Maybe I'm at a place where I need to be, maybe to learn new lessons. And that's maybe not really the most pleasant place to be at. But it's probably needed in order for me to experience the contrast, the duality of, the things that we must experience in order to remember. So I also have done a lot of thinking regarding my creative work. What do I really want to create? What do I really want to experience? What is that I'm all about? What is that I want to share? So, when you're kind of like running around in the rat race, as I would like to call it, because it's kind of like what we think we must need to do. It's also a really big part of the human collective. You often think like, okay, I need to do something else. I need to be somewhere else. I need to be someone else. I need to have something else. So we are always projecting, a desired reality somewhere in the upcoming future, and then we actually disconnect ourselves from what's real, right? What is, what's totally here at the present moment. And I do this all the time. And maybe I must experience that so I can learn to slow myself down. I mean, really slow down and really look at what's real. What is in the present moments? What can we experience right now? And how more I do that, then, all my thinking and thoughts and of all my shoots and what I think I must do or what I must think I must have, it kind of slowly start to vaporize. And that's actually really what I want. Maybe. But again, at the same contrast, when I'm spending a lot of time in nature, and I had moments where I, started my day hiking, walking from early in the morning until late in the afternoon. And then late in the afternoon, again I ask myself, is this what I'm supposed to do then? Each and every day. So, and a big thing that's really was on my mind is, what is my channel all about? Where am I all about? And the first intention of starting this, spiritual YouTube channel was from the beginning is to share my thoughts, feelings and ideas that are coming through me while I am connecting with nature. When I'm having a walk in nature, because I felt always when I had a walk in nature, things started to flow. But again, when you are maybe like me also, like finding your way in life, finding your own sense of true self, you're kind of like really forming a personal identity that is much more in line with your core essence. when you're developing this, you really want to become more authentic, more compassionate, and more empathetic for yourself. You often really think like, okay, so how can I quickly escape in the fastest way as possible from this never-ending treadmill that doesn't really seem to go anywhere? Of course, that has much more to do with your type of thinking that actually brought you there in the first place. Doubt, insecurities, fears, perhaps, which is also part of the human experience, which we kind of must experience. So, again, we can give ourselves reminders of who we actually really choose to be. That's why we experience conflict in the world, and that's why we experience minor conflicts in our own minds. But as the months and the years passed by, I started to rationalize again my first intentions of this YouTube channel. Like, what is that people are looking for, right? So we look for, again, things externally. What is that? What kind of supply can I give to a demand that is already there? Logic, rationality. But again, what was it that I really wanted to experience for myself? It's actually a moment of moving beyond the limitation of logic and rationality. It's probably get more in touch with my inner self, my true self. Experience more a sense of connection, inner peace, feeling more grounded. It's tuning into a state of oneness, perhaps unity. That's why I call it the unity mind. Creating a place to remember, the place that exists inside of us. So really what I wanted to do is create something that is moving beyond this limitation of logic and rationality. But then what I started to do is look for questions that I could answer. Simple, basic marketing 101. Do your keyword research. Look for that what people are looking for. And supply that demand. And then you can grow. But as with everything, Google, YouTube has evolved as well. And now the algorithms are working in very mysterious ways that goes way beyond our logical thinking. How more we try to control that what we actually cannot really control, how more drained, exhausting we actually become. When you're intuitive sensitive, perhaps. Some people love the logic and rationality and the science behind things, hacking things, which is okay. But again, I'm missing the essence, I'm missing the purpose, I'm missing the connection that I actually want to experience within myself. And the funny thing is that some artists, some creatives, they are not really going through, they're not really trying to win the battle of logic and rationality. They just create for their own joy of creation. I think we all want that in some way. And in some mysterious ways, these are the videos that sometimes show up in our recommended newsfeed. And in some mysterious ways, sometimes these things just appear in our notifications. So I think I'm going really more, trying to go more with the flow, with what I currently experience. And the major thing is what I wanted to share probably in this video is that do we need more answers from other people, or do we need something that we can actually relate to and then create our own experience from that?